To this lecture video. In this video, I am going to explain elastic properties of material under which single cantilever and also about types of beams. So, which comes under module number 2 of engineering physics prescribed by VTU. Now, let us look at the points. So, here I am going to discuss types of beams and their applications. Expression for Young's modulus in case of single cantilever. So, these were all the topics concentrated here. So now let us look at what are the types of beams and what are their applications. So first, before going to the types of beams, a beam is nothing but a material which is uniform from one end to another end, whose length is very much greater when compared to other two dimensions. If it is in the form of rectangular bar or rectangular scale, which is similar to that of a wooden scale, whose length is observed to be large when compared to its breadth and thickness, and it is uniform from one end to another end. If a beam is in the form of circular cross section, then the length of the beam is observed to be large when compared to its diameter. And when the beam is subjected to bending, the outer layers undergo extension, whereas the lower layers undergo contraction, whereas the middle layer will not undergo any deformation. Such a layer is known as neutral beam or neutral axis. And when we come back to the types of beams, there are four types of beams available. First one is a simple beam. So as shown in picture, a simple beam is a bar resting upon supports at its ends. So here it is supported by two supports at its ends as shown in the picture. The second one is continuous beam. A continuous beam is a bar resting upon more than two supports, that is as shown in the picture. So if it is supported by more than two supports, then it is considered as continuous beam. The third one is cantilever beam. A cantilever beam is fixed at one end and the other end is free as shown in the picture. So cantilever beam is fixed at one end and the other end is totally free. The fourth one is a fixed beam, which is a bar whose both ends are fixed as shown in the picture. When both the ends of the beam are fixed, then it is considered as fixed beam. So these were all the four types of beams that we come across. And applications of beams. Beams are used in the fabrication of trolleys, and it is used in frame as truck beds, used as elevators, and used in the construction of platform and bridges, and also used in buildings and bridges as girders. So these were all the applications of beams. That means it is used in trolleys and used as a frame in truck beds, used as a elevator, and used in the construction of platform and bridges, and also used in buildings and bridges as girders. So these were all the applications of the beam. Now let us look at the expression for Young's modulus in case of single cantilever. So let us consider a rectangular beam which is fixed at one end and the other end is free. Let capital L be the total length of the cantilever beam. So which is fixed at the end A, the end B is totally free, subjected to a load that is W, acting downwards as shown in the picture. Let us consider a point P on the cantilever beam, which is at a distance x from A and L minus x from B. So because of the load applied, the point, that is the beam, bends as shown in the picture. So the position of B is shifted to B dash and the position of P is comes down as shown in the picture. Let us consider a small filament on the cantilever, that is PQ. The distance between P and Q is dx, and the distance between P and Q with respect to height is dh. The arc PQ makes an angle d theta at common center O, which is at a distance capital R as shown in the picture. So the length of the arc PQ, which is equal to dx, is equal to R into d theta. So this is what about that is explanation about the picture seen on this slide. The height, that is BB dash, is nothing but h. So h is the depression going to happen because of the load applied, that is W as shown in the picture. Now let us go to the equations. So here the bending moment produced at P is equal to W into L minus X, and the restoring couple acting at P is equal to Y by R into Ig, where Ig is nothing but geometric moment of inertia and Y is Young's modulus, R is the distance of the arc from the common center O. At equilibrium, the restoring couple is equal to bending moment. Therefore, we can write Y by R into Ig is equal to W into L minus X. Consider that as equation number 1. Let R be the radius of curvature and d theta be the angle between the radius of curvature and P and Q. If dx be the distance between P and Q, then dx will be equal to R into d theta. Therefore, R can be written as dx by d theta. Consider this as equation number 2. So, these were all the equations were all taken into account in reference with the picture shown in the previous slide. So, from equation number 1 and 2, we can write y into Ig into d theta by dx is equal to W into L minus X. Therefore, the angle d theta is equal to W into L minus X by Y into Ig into dx. So, consider this as equation number 3. Here, DHB is considered as a depression between the points P and Q. That is explained while explaining about the picture. So DH is the depression between the points P and Q, and d theta is nothing but dH by L minus X. So consider that as equation number 4. From equation number 3 and 4, we can write dH is equal to W into L minus X whole square divided by Yig into dx. So consider this as equation number 5. The depression H of the cantilever is obtained by integrating the equation number 5 with respect to x on integration. So integrating dh here. So integration is going to happen by taking W into L minus X whole square by Yig into dx. So here W by Yig is constant taken out. Therefore, H is equal to W by Yig into, that is integration of L square plus X square minus 2Lx into X into dx. So expansion of L minus X whole square is done here. So L square plus X square minus 2Lx into dx. So after integration, we will get W by Yig into L square X plus X cube by 3 minus 2 into L square 2L into X square by 2 plus constant C. So here constant C is equal to 0 when we consider X is equal to 0 and H is equal to 0. So when L is approximately equal to X, we can write L square X plus X cube by 3 minus 2L X square by 2 is equal to L cube by 3. Therefore, the value of H becomes W L cube by 3 by Ig. Therefore, Young's modulus can be written as Y is equal to W L cube by 3H Ig. For rectangular single cantilever of width B and of thickness D, the value of Ig is equal to BD cube by 12 and the value of W is equal to mg, where m is mass attached and g is acceleration due to gravity. Therefore, the Young's modulus of the material of the cantilever beam is given as, or is calculated as, Y is equal to 4 mg L cube by h BD cube. So this is the final expression for Young's modulus. Here capital M is mass attached, G is acceleration due to gravity, L is Length of the cantilever beam, h is the depression happened, b is breadth, and d is its thickness. So this is what about the expression for Young's modulus of the material of single cantilever. Thank you.